said that there had been the shooting originated in the weight room in the gym, and that one teacher and one student had been shot. And then he said he could hear police fire, and then afterwards we were told that the shooters have been neutralized. He only thought there was one, but everyone through here say there's possibly three. But all he told us was that.
He just told me that there was a shooting, and he knows that a teacher has been shot, but that's really all the information that they know. They were locked up in some kind of a panic room to keep the kids safe, and I just flew up here, you know.
All right, let's go back to Alicia S. She is live at the Fred Meyer in the Wood Village where all the students are being reunited with their parents, and she's actually standing by now with a student. Alicia.
Dan, good afternoon. Again, I'm here with Tate Blaylock, and Tate actually witnessed this event taking place. Tate, thank you so much for speaking with us. I know this is difficult for any of our parents, for anyone who's out there. Can you tell us what you saw today?
We were all going in for final 7th period, and we just heard 2 gunshots. Everyone was freaking out, and we all ran into the weight room hallway, and we just hid and locked all the doors. And there was just a bunch of gunshots everywhere, and people, yeah, it was just really bad.
Did you see the gunman?
Yeah.
Was he covered in a mask?
No.
So you could see his face?
No, I couldn't, but like I could see like the side of his head.
We are being asked as well to ask you, was he a student?
He was, I believe, well, one of the gunmen that was in the room with us, there was one of them in there with us. He was a past student. We all believe. We haven't seen him ever in the school before. He looked in his 20s.
Now, you're saying one of the gunmen. Did you see more than one?
I saw one that was chasing a teacher out that actually got shot, and then there was one that got arrested in our line as we got patted down.
So you did see 2 gunmen with guns?
Yeah.
And what did you all do when you saw that there were 2? Did you split? Was there any kind of corrالling that took place?
It was when the cops brought us over to search us down. They found the gun on him, and they arrested him right there. He didn't do anything. He was cool. He was just in the room with us and didn't shoot any, but he was just like sitting there like a normal kid.
Tate, I know you've been reunited with your mother over here. Obviously, your family very worried about you. I know this has been a horrible experience for you. How are you feeling?
Really bad.
Well, I appreciate you talking with us. We wish you all the best, and thank you again, Tate, very much. We're very glad you're...
No, that's good. Hi, I'm here with DMAC. It's up north of the 49th. This is Mail Online that we're looking at. I'm going to just run through this really quickly because I wanted to get a video up to you guys. First picture is the freshman. Of course, this is about the Reynolds High School shooting, Portland, Oregon. We videotaped it this morning with an overlay of the police scanner over top of a live video feed. So there's a bit of a distraction in regard to, you can hear the scanner, but I wanted to show you how things unfolded while it showed it outside the parameter unfolding as well. So it's now 11 o'clock at night. I'm going to go over this with you. It says here that high school, after the gunman dressed in body armor opened fire on a gym before shooting himself dead while sitting on a toilet. Okay, that's just kind of humiliation type deal, but either way, this is what they're stating. Okay, he was sitting on a toilet, he was sitting in a cubicle. Now, it said that shooting was reported in the locker room of the school gymnasium. The victim had been identified as a freshman, Emilio Hoffman. A semi-automatic weapon reported to be used in the attack carried out. It also says that the gunman was found dead in the bathroom after being surrounded by police. Okay, so as we go further, it'll explain a little bit more. But let me see, hundreds of police units, large groups of students. Okay, parking lot. Now, problem I have with this is that it says a student had been shot dead and a popular teacher wounded. Of course, he was popular. But my problem with this whole story is they go down to just below the boys' pictures. It says police SWAT team rushed to the school. All right, police spokesman Sergeant Kerry Carrere said that he likely killed himself and that they found the suspect slumped on a toilet. He explained that officers initially could not see what was happening with the suspect inside the cubicle and used a robot with a camera to investigate and confirmed he was dead. Now, the problem I have with this is that they said he had full body armor on. He was found dead in a toilet. It says here the Hoffman kid, the victim, was found shot dead in a separate men's locker room. Well, the testimony you're going to hear from this kid that was straight off the bus was that there was a 20-year-old in his classroom with him with a gun, and that none of the other kids in the classroom seemed to know who he was. So it said that teen gunman armed with a rifle shot and killed a student Tuesday. Well, that's interesting because the kid who got off the bus, Tate is his name, he never said that the kid running or the person running had a big rifle with him or anything. The reporter specifically asked, did he have a mask on? No, he said. Any other things, anything on his head? No. Tell us what happened. He said, I could see the side of his face. He was running down the hallway, and the police were running behind him, shooting at him. Okay, that's good enough for me. I'm just wondering, there's one or two very deceptive things going on here by the police and by the press. One is that there were more than one shooter. Two, that they mistakenly didn't identify the Hoffman kid, chased him down and gunned him down at the school. And the only reason that leads me to believe this is they said the shooter had a vest on, he had a helmet on, mask on, big rifle, all this kind of stuff. This kid didn't say, this Tate didn't say that he's seen any of that. She asked specifically, did he have a mask on? No. So I'm thinking there's some confusion here. But the other point is that Tate says that there was a 20-year-old person in their classroom hiding with them with a gun on him, and he was patted down and the gun was found later, right? And
What time did this happen?
it happened at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, so we've had 2 shootings in 2 days in the AM.
Yeah, in the morning. Kill AM.
Okay, so three shootings in 4 days. What was the first shooting in the AM? The one in Canada?
Yes, it was.
Okay, so we've got kill AM, and we've had now 2 shootings after that, both in the AM. I didn't even know about this shooting until you started talking about it. So earlier.
It says witnesses say that they saw the gunman, said they did not recognize him, but sources had told CNN that the shooter was a current student. Now, that's interesting because the Tate, the kid off the bus, had said nobody recognized this person in their classroom, and he believed that he was a past student. Okay? So this is, and I believe that this Tate had said that he was a sophomore. We don't really use that sophomore, I don't know what you call an 11th grader, or we use senior, but we usually say grade 10 or 11 or 12 up here. So that's not really...
Well, down here they're pretty into the freshman, sophomore, junior, senior
Okay,
thing.
well, he had said, I believe, sophomore. So is that grade 10?
No, yeah, that's 10th,
Okay,
right.
so that means that this kid, Tate, he would kind of know what a 20-year-old would look like, right?
Uh-huh.
So now here's what's so important to me. Anderson stressed that okay, during the evacuation, another unrelated gun was found and one person was taken into custody. Now, please get this in your head. Another unrelated gun was found and one person taken into custody. Anderson stressed that this was a lone gunman situation, but did say that unrelated to the shooting during the evacuation process, a gun was found on one person. That person was taken into custody. Well, I don't care if there's a shooting at my child's school and somebody's got a gun and they're a 20-year-old hiding in a classroom with the rest of them. I want to know what he's doing with a gun in my kid's classroom. To tell me that that gun is unrelated? It's a school shooting. Every gun in the school is related.
Right. It's all evidence.
You bet it is. And how did they come to this evaluation? Are they using undercover police in your schools, in your kid's school?
Well, the thing is, and the other thing is, like with the Vegas shooting, man, there is so much stuff that they would not release when that shooting happened. I mean, it took a whole day to get some stuff out, and it's going to take even longer to get more information out. And all of a sudden, they're saying that this guy, this other guy, is completely unrelated. It's just like Sandy Hook with the second shooter, and it's just like Aurora with the second guy, and it's just like Santa Barbara with the second shooter too. I mean, there's always been a witness of someone else, and they're trying to pawn this off and say
it's unrelated.
It's unrelated gun, unrelated student that got, or someone that got arrested. It's completely related.
Absolutely.
The guy was there.
Absolutely. If you're there, you're
it's
guilty.
All related.
Yep. Geez, they have us guilty by association just for knowing people, let alone that we know people and had a gun in our hands at a school. What? Yeah, this is absolutely atrocious when he says that these people say this is unrelated. Something I wanted to show you here is you have these vehicles. See this guy in the mirror? It's an army guy. And there was a vehicle up above in the other in the pictures. I was wondering how AP got into a militarized police vehicle and was taking pictures. Okay, so what did you find out about TIP? It's trauma.
And under the programs, I sent you that link. Under the programs tab there says the school crisis response team. So they actually have a response team for a school crisis. It says a trained team of TIP adult and teen volunteers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It says a trained team of TIP adult teen volunteers is available to assist schools in dealing with a crisis. Volunteers receive additional training to work with school counseling staff and crisis response teams to provide support. So my question is this a school crisis response team training exercise? And is that why they're there so quickly? And is that why they all have water bottles and people are smiling? And are we looking at actual footage of a drill that happened a week earlier? Because you said that they did a drill for the same scenario a week earlier,
they
right?
did. But I'm just wondering how if these people are volunteers and that they're a set-up committee or whatever they are, that they're trauma impact program, how did they get through all of these vehicles to get into place in this staging area? How did they get past all of these cops running in and everything else? Because it wasn't very long. It wasn't very long at all. And you can listen in the progression of the tapes we got. Is there was nobody on the grass, there was nobody in the staging area, and then, we're listening, it'll progress that you're listening to the scanner. I'm going over some of the articles being released at the moment, just showing you while the scanner talks, and then there's parents, trickling in like this, and then, all of these people come out with their little TIP vests, with clipboards and paper. How did they get through and beat these people? Or How did they get in place so quickly? Oh, well, they'll say because they got good training, right?
Right. And
But
that's what I think, that's what I'm trying to say, is that the photos and all the people and all of that that's there in these shots here, you said that there was a training exercise for this a week earlier.
yeah,
So this is just, there's too much going on with these pictures for all of this to just go ahead and play that stuff, because I think you're right. I think it's way too fast.
yeah. Yeah, it's very, very fast. Please play the stuff and understand the timeline. And that's all I try to do. I put the scanner over it. It sounds a little confusing. I put the scanner over top of the live feed. They would interview people from time to time, and the scanner was still going. But the point is to set the timeline. They had kids on the bus moving towards this staging area before they even had some buildings secured. So, it was quite interesting, and they said another gunman, just listen to it, and the very first thing that they had said was, call me. Somebody was radioing in, and he goes, oh, call me. Use the telephone, basically. Look at this traffic. Okay, this one scene right here. Look at this guy, looks like he's got a TIP vest on. Looks like he's trying to get there. Look at the traffic. How did they have all these other people already in place? This guy looks like he's late for the show. But I mean, they come from all over. Well, are they at the school? Are they locally? Need to know more about them, I guess. I am not saying this is staged. I am not saying that somebody didn't die. But I am saying that when a 20-year-old, apparent 20-year-old, has a gun in the school and it's not related, I have a problem with that. See, this girl has water. Every kid pretty much has water. Every kid. And it's like, how did they get all this water?
Look at all that water there. It's all
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah, you can see in the video where the store donated a bunch of water towards the parents. What I'm wondering is, how did they get this into an active shooter area with all these kids? These kids all came off with the same type water bottle. And how did they get that into that area? Cup of water. And they're all the same type water. It's all one maker. They've got that red and blue around it. But that's my problem. You don't get bottled water into kids that are in an active shooting area. And people can say, well, they have water at the school. Not that much water. Not water for everybody coming off the bus. So, anyway, but just an observation. And I just thought I would just give you a little bit of an intro before you watched a boring long video with the audio scanner and the live feed from the news. So, I appreciate you, DMAC, coming on with me to do this.
Sure.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Bye for now.
Hey, Joel, can you call me, please? Hey, Joel, can you call me, please? The Goldberg, the first bus is ready. The Goldberg, the first bus is ready for its load. Copy, first bus ready to load. Copy, first bus ready to load.
19 minutes ago, time is 9:46 right now, my time, Pacific time. 19 minutes ago, RT reported that police have confirmed suspect in shooting is dead and they're securing the area. Okay. Yes.
Third Russian car is over here. Third Russian car is over here.
And then 7 minutes before that was the breaking news. That was 26.
17899 North Oregon, Oregon, 26-year-old daughter was all morning. Daughter's morning. Daughter's morning. Russians are familiar with these people. Russians are familiar with these people.
Okay, 26 minutes.
Got it.
26 minutes ago, it's 9:46 Pacific time right now. 26 minutes ago, the breaking news came out
cops. We're heading to the cops. We're heading to the command post now.
Thank you. Can you copy that last update? We need some help on Pure Park Highwood. We need help on Pure Park Highwood. Containment.
I'm just going to check in first.
Royal Police Air 2.
Royal Police Air
2, go ahead.
Just for command information, we've canceled the temporary flight restrictions because there's no longer a threat to aircraft, so they may be getting some media aircraft in here in the near future.
To dispatch.
Police broadcast all officers who are
monitoring. If you are relieved, you need to report to the incident command van, which is a Multnomah County van located adjacent to the tennis court. You're going to get instructions there. All officers who have been relieved report to the incident command for instructions.
Okay, the first report I just refreshed, it's 9:48 a.m. The first report came in 50 minutes ago, so about 8.
21, 10, 11.
8:58 this morning was when the first report came out.
Did you stay home?
No, I stopped going here in December.
Oh, okay. So you just have a lot of...
First bus load is being loaded now, kids going to Fred Meyer. First bus load of kids being loaded now. Sergeant Ritchie, could you please call Sergeant Mallory on the next tel?
Anybody hear me in there?
For Sergeant Ritchie.
Kate wants to do an interview. Kate needs a camera.
Say you're looking for Officer
Kate needs a camera to do an interview. You can take it live if you need to, but.
Somebody's on the roof of the Arts building.
Gotta turn it around because Pete's here.
That's Smitty. Let me know when the roof is clear.
It's clear?
Go ahead and talk on the mic.
Hey, you guys want to take this live when we finally get...
Wheeler to share. Portland, sir. I need to know if the Arts building is secure yet.
We're waiting on the roof.
Dispatch, the roof is clear.
The roof is clear. The Arts building is clear. Are there any other buildings that need to be cleared?
Automotive building is clear. All main buildings on this campus are clear. Now we need the exterior search.
Okay. I'm going to send all the SWAT guys back to the blue van.
Copy that.
Okay.
Air 2, would you like us to search any rooftops of any building?
One 11Q advised, do we still need Air 2 to look for anything on the rooftop?
Okay, I'll call you back after. Bye.
Kurt is going to start the exterior sweep now from the Arts building.
Pete's here, he's just getting briefed and then he'll come over. Any second.
11.
Can
you repeat
I believe
what
so.
search was that?
is going to start their exterior sweep now. Air 2 asked if you want them to remain on scene and do any rooftop checks.
Affirmative. Until all the perimeter checks are clear, I'll let them know when that is. Air 2, I copy.
Smith to Wheeler, where do you want to start the perimeter at?
Wiley.
Well, let's start at the blue van, and we've got enough SWAT guys that we can strong-wall this whole thing.
Lieutenant Alexander with Sheriff's Office.
Okay, where's the blue van?
Blue van is to the north of the gym building, the original building.
Johnny 9 David
Yeah,
8.
that already stinks to
Johnny
high
9
out.
David 8. It's 9 David 8. 9 David.
Building on the top near the roof access.
Near the roof
we got a lock.
And we got a
door
lock.
if there's anybody in
Door if there's anybody
above the stage.
Good, okay.
Porchie.
PM where this incident occurred is secure. It is an investigative ham. It is an investigative ham still.
Okay, yeah, see, they're already clear, 30 minutes or 15 minutes into this, and they've already cleared an entire school.
Wheeler to cops, can you call me please?
Wheeler to cops, can you call me please?
I still haven't.
Somebody advised we have keys for the arts building to access that one door that's locked. Building to access that one door that's locked. Keys. Locked door inside the arts building above the stage. Locked door inside the arts building above the stage. Back in there. Back in there.
At 9110 to Sergeant Graham, are you monitoring? 9110 to Sergeant Graham, are you monitoring?
31, yes.
31, yes. You come up here, please. You come up here, please.
56123. 56123.
5-3, I'm right down the street. 5-3, I'm right down the street. X-ray 23. X-ray 23.
X-ray 23.
They are
X-ray 23.
To downtown court from JDH. Downtown court from JDH, please.
Copy. Copy.
Yeah, that's right. We are waiting for Lieutenant Steve Alexander with the Sheriff's Office, and you see all those police agencies sort of gathering, getting the final update on what they're going to tell the media here shortly.
Hey, Wheeler, are you monitoring? Hey, Wheeler, are you monitoring?
And most of the parents have sort of made their way out of here. We sort of
Hey,
let
Chris,
them know,
cops trying to get a hold of you by phone. Cops trying to get a hold of you by
So they say it'll
phone.
just be a couple more minutes.
Yeah, not
but
Ram.
you could see, I mean, police,
not
we've seen
Ram.
Gresham Police, Troutdale Police, the Sheriff's Office, possibly, FBI officials and other detectives.
Get a strong wall from west to east through the parking lot. West to east through the parking lot.
This crowd, so any second.
You got another team on this east side. You got another team on this east side, and they're ready to go. And they're ready to go. So you guys want to go from north to south? So you guys want to go from north to south? We can accomplish the east half of this.
Okay, look at this link. 40.
Bunch of guys deployed to the south. So let's go from. Copy. From area 181 and start. 20, I'll cover that. 20, I'll cover that.
This is. These are YouTube videos already loaded.
Saying the complaint might be 1234, we're not sure. Might be 1234, we're not sure. I'm still working on more.
Yeah, one of them was 51 minutes ago and was 49 minutes ago.
Don't worry about it. 56.
Right when the shooting started. We're not even at 2 more minutes. It'll be an hour. And this 49 minutes ago, and they're uploading. They're already uploaded.
6277, we're 62. 6277, we're 62 down. 59. 59.
So is the caller still in the van or no?
Caller still in the van or no?
You see what I see. I think the caller is not in the van and is telling this lady with gun who's in the vehicle, but I hear the call taker working hard to get info.
That's what I thought. I mean, well, we're not out over here, but we had some snow days, so they're in, yeah, they should be out of school now. Seattle should be out.
Station North responding, 1530 North St. Allen Drive. 1530 North St. Allen Drive. Said somebody pointed a gun at them and was blasting westbound in a white van. White female driver. 958. And then somebody with 99?
99 will be out at 9720 Southeast Mill and follow up.
4799 copy 979 Southeast Mill.
20.
Might have missed you. Wendland to Wheeler.
Go.
Are we done with the searches?
Units on this call. The complainant is waiting for contact behind Best Buy.
Where do you want us at? Right here?
We're in a suit. Now they're saying we're looking for a white, green, and gold motorhome, unknown plate. Her name is Goose. There's some guy with her name Gucci, and he's the one with the gun. White male, 30s, bald, sunglasses, shorts. I don't know where that motorhome currently is.
We'll have a lot of local agencies on scene. Processing the investigation. I have Chief Scott Anderson with the Troutdale Police Department. He's going to do a short statement for you.
Okay. I think Wheeler is going to set you guys up to start doing some more searches, so just report over to Wheeler over by the command post.
Talk to you a little more, okay? So here's Chief Scott Anderson.
Copy that.
Thank you. Today is a very tragic day for the city of Troutdale and Reynolds School District. A gunman entered the high school this morning,
out of the bushes if you're ready for that.
Students. Unfortunately, that student has died. The gunman was located.
Or a motorhome that's got green and gold stripes here, but yeah, tell the complainant to come out and talk to me.
Parents of the students who have been evacuated
the male and female with a gun are supposed to be in a motorhome.
Contact down at Fred Meyer's in Wood Village. We'd like all of you to meet your students down at that point, and also staff that are there. We'll have an update at noon. I'll bring more information to you. As Lieutenant Alexander said, the investigation will continue throughout the day. And I'm
3500, I quite did follow that. Do we have eyes on this motorhome, and if so, where?
By this tragic incident. Like I said, we'll have an update at noon.
540, you can see it. 540, is it in the back parking lot as well?
Linda Florence, Superintendent.
Negative. There's just one on the street that has a green stripe. I have no idea if it's the right one. It's actually tan, not white, so who knows. That's why if I could talk to the complainant, it would be helpful.
Part of my experience.
I hear the call taker trying to talk to this guy. Doesn't sound like he's being very cooperative. When you say one was on the street, what street?
Provide that to the public.
Drive, and I have two landscape guys out here trimming, and nobody seems upset about anything.
But as I said, we will have a press release later as we get more information.
That call or on a detail?
Detail.
We're not taking any more questions this time, but it's important to stress this is a, again, continuing investigation. If you're, please stay away
Many
from
officers
high school
on
area.
scene
Parents,
here
please
that are
be
available
advised.
to
Pick up your
use the
students
IBIS
at the
machine.
Wood Village,
Please come to the
Fred
command
223rd and Gleason. We'll be pushing out updates through the hashtag #RH-shooting so that you have information as
I have one of you have a security officer who knows how to use the IBIS.
as we go throughout the day.
Are there any more injuries besides
Knows
the,
and can use the IBIS. Have them come to the
My
command
understanding, they're
post.
still investigating the school. They're still going through the school. So that is it. Its initial indications are that is it. But we're still working the investigation. Okay.
You're on scene.
Situation is continuing. Shooting is deceased. We're now working on reunifying the students with the parents. Over at the Wood Village, Fred Meyer,
540 has them. And are you in the back?
That out. Again, we'll push out information through the
In the front.
hashtag. tag as well as through flash alert on
caller.
news releases that we develop as we get more information and more details become available as we figure out what occurred and what went on, okay? So we are still moving students out of the school. My understanding is most of them are out, if not all of them, but we are continuing to work towards that and get them out, evacuated, cleared, and then reunified with their parents. So again, please, parents, 223rd and Gleason, the Wood Village Fred Meyer parking lot, they'll be able to pick up their students there.
Plenty of you haven't arrived.
Again, we'll talk more about that as far as when we have those details, okay?
So that's where you're saying no teacher was injured?
Again, I can't confirm any details on what was used, a weapon or anything like that, as far as what type that. We'll have that information later today once the investigation develops, okay? We'll let you know as soon as we know more, okay?
Any IVIS units monitoring on this side?
Again, I don't have those details with me. I will let you know as soon as those details are
anyone on this side that might be over at Reynolds, if you're an IVIS operator, they need to respond, or I need to send somebody who's an IVIS operator to respond to Reynolds.
Yeah, initial indications, yes, that's it.
More injuries, but you're not sure.
They're still looking through the school and getting the rest of them. My understanding is that is the initial indications that this is all contained. The shooter is deceased, and now we are working on reuniting students with their parents. Again, 223rd and Gleason at the Village Fred Meyer parking lot, okay? Okay, I'll be back.
Station Fire Department's going to 6917 Northeast Garfield. Reported the house on fire. Information 1003.
2 people are dead. That was the shooter and the student. At this point, they're not releasing too much information. They're
so far, I'm out front, best way.
Students with these parents, that's happening at the Village at Fred Meyer, 223rd
There too.
and Gleason. You just heard it live here. We're here at the Safeway. We're going to give you an idea of what's
just let you know all rooftops on the campus. Rooftops.
Issue copy, thank you.
There are still some kids at
Unit Smith.
There's about 2,800 kids that go to this school. It's one of the largest in the state. We're not sure about any other.
And Sergeant Smith or Lieutenant Williams. Sergeant Smith or Lieutenant Williams.
Developing information.
First 2 buses are loaded with students. They're going to move on in about 10 seconds.
Units on the side.
2 buses leaving.
Information. Tag units, the tower is full.
Hey, Smith to Wheeler.
At 49, there should be no seniors at that school. Last day for seniors was on the 5th. I've got the PDF document downloaded.
And downtown is hot and already getting cold again.
Camper motorhome.
I've got it.
Camper motorhome.
But mine's having a hard time loading too.
Originally told us it was just one color, then said it was a multicolored with gold. Here. Green and gold motorhome, unknown plate.
Right.
Did a pitch and tried on the air for TriMet, but so far nobody is en route. They have a fair inspector who caught a guy jamming something into a machine, and he went into a nearby building that they can find out. There's a TriMet supervisor also en route, unknown ETA.
Does Ryan the one that wants this?
I'll go try to sort it out.
Ryan's the one that wants this?
I'm going to call at 79. I'm going to call at 79. I can't even see all the units I have, so is anyone close to that?
728.
Very good. So 904 Southeast 79, bumper in the complainant's driveway in a white truck.
Copy.
Start a second car.
Please.
Team 21, I'm at 60 in police tonight. You can go up there too.
4, the numbers. 904 Northeast 79.
Officer Mendoza, Tag 2.
I've got the complainant. We're going to go see if we can point the van out.
Copy. It's highway.
I don't know.
Copy. It's
6277 at 64.
6277 Channel.
All patrol agents on this scene that don't have a job come to the command post on the south side of 10th School.
Anybody else is coming to the island, we have more than we need. Thank you.
Copy. No more needed on the island.
I got a screen capture here that says there's more than 60 law enforcement and 19 medical personnel on the scene.
1125 Northwest. At the Brewery Block 4. Security is played by a male who says he's off his bipolar medication. He wants an ambulance and feels suicidal. Male in his late 20s to early 30s.
Sure. Copy. We're coming on the north end now. Do you want to further south? Are you okay?
Where are you at?
About 70 in Prescott, working our way south.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think that I have anyone. If you could head down south, I don't know if you know, like 990, 920 plan.
Yeah, some new information, Russ.
Like,
The buses
205
that are down
Woodstock
there
area. I
are
have
not
no
full of students. Those are just staged. They are just now starting the process of getting kids onto buses back at Reynolds High School. So that's new information that we just learned. And they say it could be a full hour before we do. We talked with Chief Deputy Mike Schultz, who was out there helping orchestrate this. And he says what they'll do is, when the kids get here, and again, it could be at least an hour before they do, they'll come off one by one. They'll tell the authorities who they are. And then by some system, which they're still trying to work out orchestrating.
Okay, if you wanted to sort of head down to that location as well, it looks like I've got East County.
This is Mike Smith. He's a junior. Someone's going to raise their hand. It's going to be a process. It's going to take quite a while. And with all these kids, you can imagine it's going to be one by one, but they want to make sure that they're reunited with the proper parent and family member who's waiting for
we can head that way. And our MDT is not up, so we're going to be good. Clear voice. What's across?
Shake their heads just a little bit. Obviously,
I want to send you down to like 920 land, so you take out the area that you hold your first student, right?
The first part, the incident, the crisis happens quickly, and then the reaction to it and what needs to happen here in terms of getting parents back with their kids. It's a slow process, and it's necessary that way so that the right kids are reunited with the right families and parents. And
there's a Paul Schneider.
It's going to be a while.
ABOI, either TV or radio, is reporting that it was a semi-automatic weapon was used.
This is being handled by police, and Brian can show you a Troutdale police officer now speaking on a loudspeaker and telling parents the situation and the procedures I just described. So it's Multnomah County Sheriff, it is Troutdale Police, other authorities. I don't see district folks here in the crowd or milling about or as part of this. Now, I may just not know who they are. They're not identified by uniform and so on. But at this point, this is being handled by law enforcement, as far as I can tell, exclusively here at Fred Meyer. You know, I think I'm hearing him say those parents raising their hands, they will be then. So I believe it's the same information as I shared with you just a few minutes ago. That it will be, you know, obviously a slow process when it's one by one.
The third bus is almost loaded. Is there a vehicle that could escort them down to Fred Meyer?
Will be shared with this crowd. Hands will go up. If there's more than one Mike Smith, a few hands may go up.
555, we're heading down to Fred Myers. We need that.
Way too slow for anybody who's waiting for their child.
Third bus loaded and ready for the escort.
My feed just went dead. I'm gonna stop my recording now. It's at 1 hour, 1 minute, 26.
Third bus is almost loaded. Is there a vehicle that could escort them? Jose, where are you parked? I'm going to send this third bus down towards 257.
Yeah. Can you come just this way just a little bit more? Maybe another 5 feet for a cable?
Yeah, we're gonna give you updates as they come in with regard to
parking lot. We're heading out.
This is where all students from the school that we have evacuated are going to be
Portland Police Van
here at the Wood Village Fred Meyer. We have several thousand parents here already.
Okay, I'm going to send the bus your way.
The buses are en route here now. Very, very important, and once you get down here, there needs to be an orderly process in order for us to get the kids back to their parents and loved ones safely. So,
Silver Command, do we have a Portland EDU unit that is reported here?
Control area, so we can make sure we check this kid out, count for him,
here we got one.
Their loved ones safely. So it's very, very important that we do not cross the red and yellow tape.
To the front of the blue
van
for me.
High. If you see your student, we'll bring you to them and get you reunited.
Residents from Portsmouth have a Hispanic male chasing another Hispanic male with a baseball bat.
Both. You know, there will be, some of the students won't have parents here or anybody to pick them up yet. Those students we're keeping here until we get somebody, family, friend, somebody. Nobody's going to be allowed to leave on their own. So somebody's going to have to come get them one way or the other. But the process, it's really important for the safety of everybody and making sure we don't get anybody injured with a bum's rush out. So it's important that just be patient, raise your hand if you see your kid, and we'll get you to them.
All right, something else you
611.
Just a little bit here. If parents are all the way in the back, keep their hands. Going to come get
yeah.
22 Northeast Deacon Street going with medical on an overdose. Female under 20s with a syringe in her arm.
Raise your hand high. We'll get somebody out there to bring you through the crowd.
All right, thank you so much.
Thanks so much. As the first buses pull in right now into the Fred Meyer parking lot, you can see them there. They're just pulling in. Are we still up, Brian? My idea is
26. Yeah, I'm close. I can cover
very good. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, these are private buses that brought in the first line of students, and we've got all the cable we can to show you this. As you just heard from Chief Deputy Gates, it's going to be a process, as we described, and it will be slow, but what they don't want to do is have parents rush the area to their child. As emotional as this is, as right as that might feel to do, they've just got to keep everybody safe and make sure that nobody gets tripped up and that the students go to the right family. So they're asking for a lot of patience out here from parents and families, and it's going to require a lot of patience as we see the first students buses.
Guy with the bat is now supposed to be ignored.
I just sent you a link.
40, white t-shirt, squeaking. No, my update doesn't say anything about that. Just the guy with the bat, where he is.
They told us
1017.
Yeah, they in the coned area.
Okay.
1341, in route to that tram at College 6 in Davis.
Get down on her knee. Get down.
1341, copy.
Take a knee.
I'm going to be pulling up there in just a second to drop one off. Are you going to be available to do the escort? Well, and where are we getting these folks? Fred Meyer.
That was on me, thank you.
Taking.
Right here, let's go.
Guys, here, kids, come on up here to the front table. This is where we're going to check them in. You see her?
It's really something to see. It is orderly.
This wasn't 2050, or 2250, sorry, be advised. The caller is saying they don't know this gal. They have a very large party last night, and she injected something this morning.
It's actually going quite well.
I don't know how many people are in the house now.
Every parent being escorted out, it appears, a police officer, a hand on a shoulder, tears in their eyes.
Correctional officer can report at the front of the gymnasium.
Nice to see, Brenda.
41, would you like to take that?
21511, got an update the other half, so the guy without the bat, Rancher green Jeep Cherokee, yellow Robert Frank 038. Looks like he's looking for something under the seat.
Oh, boy, that is so true, Brenda. And families that
now
are
taking
seeing
off
their
North
kids
Carolina
right now,
Clarendon, also
I
from
think
the
that's
best
why
of
the
the
tension
Jeep
is so
or not.
high, the hugs are so strong, because something awful happened, and it's not going to go well for one family out of all this. But this is at least an emotional moment that's inspiring in a way to see the love of families.
Still a copy of that thing.
Fred Meyer.
One down, northwest, Cooch to Davis.
Cooch to Davis, 1020.
Give a minute. Kneel down so others can see. You bet. I've got to ask, can you kneel down so people behind you can see? And I just for a moment, tell me what it's like to be back with your mom.
21, is there a free patrol car that can do a transport CPD?
Pretty scary over there. Yeah.
Tell me about it a little bit. What did you experience?
Well, we just stopped.
8140, I was going to head back there.
Screaming,
I haven't left the area yet. Where are you?
And we just all went to the back of the classroom.
On Gleason, out in front of the gym.
How's your mom? When you first saw her, what was that like?
49, I just got this message in. I want you to look at it.
Can you come down here for just a second? Tell me how you're doing.
Update about that guy was just that he was at Newark and then House.
I called my son.
I don't know anything else than that right now.
I see the news and I'm so scared, but I see him so happy.
The caller's seeing all this, not false.
Yeah.
What I think.
Well, I sure appreciate you guys' time and wish you the best. What class level are you?
111, you copy 112 is ready to escort the next bus.
Years to go.
Yeah, 2 more.
All right, what's your name?
On Cherry Park.
Thank you, Appreciate it.
I copy that. Buses are just finishing up, getting loaded.
And that is going to be repeated over and over again as parents see their kids. You see the kids out there raising their hands. Here I am. I'm okay, and I'm looking for you. And families are looking for them, and they're going out with a great emotion. They're coming in with some real relief, as you can see right there. And I got to say, I'm really impressed with the way this is going. It's actually going more quickly than I expected that it would. As a mom goes running out to see her child. I expected it to be more one by one, but a smart way of doing this, lining up the kids, the parents see them have a chance to then raise their hands and then have them processed out at the tables over. the police car. Obviously law enforcement trains for all of this. They have contingency plans. When Safeway wasn't big enough, they moved it here to 223rd and Gleason to this very large Fred Meyer parking lot.
8140, I can do that transport by
This is
the
something that they train for.
east
As
entrance
unfortunate
to the
yes,
gym lot
but the
by the tennis
response
court.
has been amazing. As I drove out here about 9 o'clock this morning on 84 to get out here, still streams and streams of law enforcement coming out this way. As I was coming down Gleason to get to this location, there were a dozen Beaverton police vehicles coming full steam ahead to get to the situation as well. So a massive response, and you can see the way it's going here in terms of the uniting of the students with their parents. It's going pretty smoothly, all things considered.
Someone Southwest Berkey Drive, lots of units going that way, code 3. Information only, 1023. Under control.
Probably so. We pull that call back up again.
3751, can you give me that call, and I'll try to go over there and help fire.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yes, Russ.
I'm going to get flagged, and I'll go ahead and clear you up. I just want to connect.
Boy, it's an excellent point.
Hopefully you've gotten down far enough. I'm going to send you to go check this. That 5129 Southeast 60 saying that within the last hour the elderly mom with dementia walked away.
Yeah, I think this is going to be something that they'll always
have
as part of them now.
Directly under clothing.
Been through this. That's a good point. Parents, we think about these things, but we don't train for them, and so we've seen, a lot of different emotions here.
What's your name again?
But we also see exactly what you said, a lot of patience, people getting along and working together to make this go as well as it can.
Told our caller
it's
that the city workers who were nearby and saw her for the time frame at this point.
99 and no. Unit 6, can we put a call into the cab companies and see if they picked up in that area? And does anyone know where the staff all went for the school?
There's a lot of staff over at the church lot. Probably not all of them, but quite a few.
The teachers are riding the buses out with the kids to Fred Meyer. Brown, I'm going to ask if they know where Lisa Alexander is. That'd be great. To track her down.
Workers and her friends saw her about 60 in Colgate.
Copy.
Okay, 06, I'm sorry, what did you say?
Can we call the cab companies and see if they did pick up out in that area?
She was wearing a purple coat, black pants, probably comes carrying some of her bag. The person who lives with her is now back at the house for contact.
Hey, I'm stopping the recording. They're not really talking about much on there right now.
Okay.
Right.
Now, apparently with that firing crash,
I just got an interesting Twitter
in the house right now. They're going to have to take her out.
They have cleared this
Yeah, I had to
location.
bring it in and pull it up to
Job's
get the
over here, and I
timestamp
wanna
on
make
it.
sure that they're out and going.
9111, last I heard they cleared the outbuildings, the auto shop building, the arts building, but I don't have any information about the main school. And I know they did the grounds imagination station. I think they were checking the woods also.
Copy.
Sylvan or Wheeler?
Go ahead, son. Okay, after all tactical units have completed their jobs, can you have them rally at the blue van and either await further deployment or we'll send them on their way?
That I think Portland is already cleared, however. We'll do that for the rest of them.
I kept them with a while ago. Thank you.
40. 62 with one mail back to GPD. Going to GPD 1029.
I heard some things this morning. Got this. Tell us what you experienced.
We were going in for 7th period and finals, and there was just a bunch. There was 2 shots after we were all meeting in the gym, and I saw one of the
751, that other group is coming. I think it's block. This 3 on the west side of the target house. That'd be great.
He was carrying a gun, running after one of our teachers, our PE teacher, Mr. Rissler, who actually ended up getting shot. And then there was also, we went in our room and hid. There was also, we found out that there was a gunman in the room with us, and yeah, it was really scary because we went to get all patted down, and they ended up arresting him. As they patted him down, they found the gun.
And we should remind our viewers that this is unconfirmed information coming from this student, but you were there, you saw this. What was going through your mind?
I was just really scared and wanted to get with my family.
And where's your family right now?
Right over there.
Waiting to get back with your mom, probably.
Yeah.
Well, we sure appreciate your time, Tate, and we're glad you're okay.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. So I don't want to keep him any longer because he'd probably like to get with his mom right here. Mom, while you're waiting for Tate, what's going through your mind today? He was right there.
You're just scared to death that your kid and everybody else's children are safe, and you're waiting to hear from them. That's all you can do is just wait to hear.
So you look at him now, and there he is.
And you just emotion just fills you that you just got to touch him and know that he's okay.
How hard is it to know that one student isn't out of this?
It's horrible, absolutely horrible feeling. It's all so senseless and just so horrible that something like this could happen, and to kids who are just there to go to school, that somebody would choose to do something like this. You just can't even describe it.
Is Tate your only student at Reynolds?
My daughter's a senior who wasn't there because they're graduating this week, so Tate.
We have a couple more buses that are getting ready to pull out their vehicle to escort.
And when you first saw that, you thought?
What the heck? What, seriously? So, and then there's nothing.
You're breaking up. You available to escort the next bus out?
That they're huddled up in a hallway. And
we're at 257 in Cherry Park.
It's scary being on the other end and just wait. So.
Yeah, these will be 2 school buses.
Tell us your name. Denise Blaylock.
Thanks.
We'll just hold it 257. You can tell them to come forward whenever they're ready.
Allow these folks that are behind us. They're waiting to be able to see the students a chance, an opportunity to do that. They ask us to give a little bit of space or maybe even more down. But you can see the way this is working is more efficient than you think. They're saying they're asking us to move so that they can see, which seems like a reasonable request. Maybe we could move this tripod out of the way, and we might get down on a knee to be able to do it better, Brian, if you can. Can you do that? No? Okay, well, I'll get down a little bit, and that'll help a little bit. But the way this is going is more smooth than I expected. It's not one student at a time. They kind of bring them out a bus line at a time, line them up, and when parents start raising their hands and speaking out, the officers are keeping an eye out for that, bringing them out pretty quickly. Then they can do the verification that it's the right family member that's picking up the student, and off they go. And there are some smiles. There is a lot of relief as you just heard from my mother. What an emotional day, and what a thing for her to be back with her son. right now.
A whole bunch of sergeants monitor there. I don't know if it's any RT.
3735, I can go over to TAC 2. I'm sorry, is you looking for East, Sergeant?
On duty, I forgot. 3903, go to TAC 2.
Thank you.
I got a question. It's Jen. Is the person who was killed, is it a student or not? Or no, that the victim was a student.
Got a hand up over here. Got a hand up over here. I thought she facing the other way.
It was a student.
You can find her?
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
320, did they copy? They can send the buses now.
Finishing uploading them.
I hurt my knee on Friday. So
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
Oh, fine.
There he is.
Got a couple more people logging on here in a minute. We could go ahead and go to 1 through 4 for right now, please.
Okay, good for all units. We are taking priority 1 through 4 at this time. Again, priority 1 through 4, nothing older than that. 10:35.
Super, thank you.
Jenny!
I figured
Jenny, move!
Hey, thanks. You too, brother. Thank you. Okay, hey, this guy on your right. He's the PI one for his kid. Jenny Rose. This guy right here just saying, you may go again. Yeah, it's just outside the truck. Just outside the truck. Yes, you can borrow it.
741. Would say 7:30. 8201 Southeast Powell, Western Union check cash in place. I in the lobby with a fraudulent check.
That's Patrick Barlow.
And 141, were you saying something about Barlow?
What sorry, say again?
For you, okay?
Yes, I think you were calling.
No. 21 copy.
Five call. They're not even, security's not even supposed to be calling us for that kind of thing. Let's go ahead and just give it a J. I know about it. I'm familiar with this whole thing.
What are you talking about?
Call Columbia Grain. Give it a J. If it's not a hazard, we don't need to go out there for a severity.
Okay, alright, got that. Thanks.
Clackamas 2 David 98. Silva.
Dude, where'd you say you were coming from? Fort?
I'm out east. And obviously I don't have a CAD, but if they just send me, I'll go.
If you've already gotten out east, I've got something on westbound 94 east of 40.
98, give me your location again.
The foot's half into the ball fields on the south side near 22nd and McGinnis.
Okay, well, we've got our own things going on now, so I think pretty much all available units are going to this that are over from Central. 953, I'm going to make you primaries to journey of cars. And 742, 720, you guys all go to 4027 Southeast Henderson. Got somebody active location who fired a rifle out the window. No one's injured at this time. Just additional.
From me. That's right, copy, put me on it. Copy.
I'm going to go to this guy over here. We're going to be next.
20, I'll start for that.
Over here, Brian.
Less people, AR people.
No one, I have a AR. What's the address again?
34027 Southeast Henderson.
It really has. Pretty amazing how
we have
efficiently it's going, considering you see the one on her phone there, Nikki Vance, who we spoke with earlier. I'd love to know who she's talking to right now.
We are at pound 39. We've got both.
Her daughter, who she's still waiting for. But yeah,
I'm going to take you until we get some more information here. We got this guy named Jason inside with the white male 37 or 38, 5'7", 130 black hair, maybe glasses, and a clothing. They believe he's inside.
They're raising their hands and saying something, and there are plenty of officers here
just calling
to
it
stop them, point them out, and get them across the police line, and
I've
get
got
them
this
to the kids, which is happening just to the left a little bit, but it's hard to see at the moment, probably with another crew. And in the way that you can see there, they've got some tables.
Team's headed that way.
Police office cruiser right there, and then they make
9301. Is it a misdemeanor, or is it something we just let go for another day?
We've seen a lot of joyful reunions. We've also seen students just waiting, and the line is going to be a while. Several hundred people here, just on the perimeter of this staging area, and where they're getting people reunited, waiting the child. And you're still waiting. How are you holding up?
Where's that?
There's 5802 Northeast Prescott. Yeah, and I can start.
But you're looking out there. Who are you looking for?
For my son.
3500. I can get him from 37 and tell him if I'm closer than anybody else.
Hopefully he'll be on the next bus. Yeah.
Thank you.
641, coming from
And you seem to be hollering for someone. Have you seen who you're looking for yet?
Unfortunately, I haven't, and it's my daughter, and I can't believe this is happening here in the middle of nowhere, you know? It's the last thing you think will happen here.
Have you heard from her?
Oh, yeah, I heard from her once, and she was out by the
and I'll still get clarification on the 3 different apartments numbers listed in the call, but we do have closed calls.
We have to have a scanner.
Taking the complaint listed 1234, where he's had speech with a guy named Glenn Lundy in number 10.
That tells me that we need to start allowing teachers to carry guns and start smoking these schools. I think they can take our kids out.
I understand perspective.
Yeah, his name is Shane Hall. You bring up the number.
Yeah, there are a lot of different ways to look at this, and some people probably would like to
all
see
the way
more
up to the art
security
center
in schools, and these situations.
You guys can post
probably
you
would
and
like to
Dan
see
back
more
there.
security for the next bus.
You bet your ass that won't be on TV.
Parents out there with their kids.
You guys can just post there until you're relieved.
Arm over the shoulder, waiting for that moment that.
But you want us not to relieve the county deputy.
Pretty rough this morning.
Please relieve anybody on that side. If you guys can contain that west side, that'd be great. I'll get somebody on the northwest corner
shortly.
shortly.
Busy at school, and we heard that from Tate that a lot of seniors were out of class doing.
Any of the south side of the building, or do I need to get that covered as well?
Ready to graduate. So maybe because this happened so early.
No, we can look at the south side as well.
At least some students weren't there at the end of the school year. Maybe a little bit less dramatic in terms of the number of people affected, but as you can see around me, there are a lot of people affected. They're all waiting as the next round of buses are just coming in as we speak. Firefighters handing out water to the folks on the line. You mentioned earlier, they've actually got cases and cases of water out there. Imagine Fred Meyer probably brought it right
out. Over from east of welfare check, west side 40 to 43rd on a female sitting on the right-hand shoulder with the dog.
Come on out and There are going to be some parents that
I
are
copy.
going
Once
to
again,
be
all units
when
need to
they see
release.
their
You need
child.
to report to the command post before leaving the premise.
Westbound 94 east of 43rd is the location I'm given. I've only gotten one call.
Sorry, Brian.
3204, tax 1. Tropical tax 1.
Well, the Fred Meyer's is a grocery store.
Yeah, I gotta get them to the channel. I'll be right back.
1043. Copy.
Fred Meyer's is a major grocery store that's only in...
Can we help you? 40th and Henderson, if you are done.
That's
What's going on over there? Fired out of a window and possibly at a
well, that's true. How'd they get to the school so fast?
Do we have an address? 4027 Southeast Henderson.
3903, I say I got two-person cars ahead of me. If I could get one of those two-person cars, try to work their way around to the east, and see if they can just get eyes on the front of this place, and then one of the other two-person cars help me debrief our caller. And what did you say our caller was in?
She was in a gold-colored Honda, I believe, a Senator 40 and now.
Yeah, we overshot it. I'll go back to that. Who's going to try to get eyes on the house?
1987, we're at 42 in Henderson. We got Leslie Dewan and AR. Try to get eyes on them.
Seven. 4737.
39 and Burn, do they want another car down there in Henderson?
Third Joel, put you on the call for East. Thanks for the help.
Couple cameras up, couple cameras down. I sure didn't see anything, but I do have some blind spots through there.
Copy, 711, copy that, and I'll let you know if anybody else gives me an update, but only the one call so far, and ODOT's not seeing it on camera.
Continue.
At 1045. Your ODOT, 1045.
Yes, they do. I'm so screwed up on this computer. I'm downloading that house call. I saw that.
Can we get a description from someone who knows what the house looks like, about what cars parked in front, yard work, all that kind of stuff? We don't have to get too close.
87 on foot, 42 Henderson. I'll try to get that information. One-story house. I don't think I have a color on it. 393, go ahead.
We've got the caller here. There's a whole bunch of road construction going on that would be within sight of this house. We're trying to get those folks cleared out of the way right now.
Do I currently have any of their cars in each precinct? The 6, we've got a family service, and I'm going to try to get someone probably from north to come down and cover. 203, Southeast 79, his daughter tried to strangle her. I don't have it yet.
If you have vehicles parked on around the hospital, you're not going to be able to pick them up for at least 24 hours. 3735, I can cover.
35, I'll take you. Alarm.
Debriefing our victim here. Do I have eyes on this house yet?
We're still waiting for a description. If we can get that.
Try to get a description of the house.
finding out where it's at, see where it's at in relation to those orange candlestick traffic cones.
Hi guys, hey, you know,
A lot of these houses are covered up with
can you
foliage.
just tell me how it's going
Back
back?
to the street a little bit.
Yeah.
It's going well?
Yeah, it's going well. This
Got all the uniform out of the admin building,
just asking for
except for Chewy and his recruit who are with detectives.
In order to make
Send
sure
me like a
these
local
kids get back to
uniform
their
guy
loved
to
ones
post on the front
safely.
door.
We don't want anybody to get injured, and if, we need. It's very important that we account for these kids. So far, so good. Do we see yours? Go. And so I appreciate people's patience. I know it's a trauma and it's trying experience, but we appreciate it. This is how we're going to get our kids back to their loved ones safely. So far, so good. And we just need people they're doing a fantastic job cooperating in this very traumatic experience.
Jason, I know you got to get back to work, but what's it like to see these parents back with their kids?
Oh, I can't tell you.
Somebody up there. Are you going to post there until they get there?
This is getting these kids back reunited with their family is what this job
is our secondary is incomplete.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Chief Deputy Jason Gates.
Hung is running that on the inside. They're on 4 ops too.
Well, you see kids leaving with their parents. It's a beautiful thing, and we'll just step back and let you see. We've got our buses coming in.
Yeah, see, my feed keeps stopping and starting. I can't watch it.
Hundreds of kids that need to brought over here and got back with their families. They're coming out with some smiles on their faces. Certainly, some relief for all these parents.
Metro SWAT Command to Clackamas SWAT
So they're lining them up out there, and parents will then holler and get across the tape and go get them. And we heard from the Chief Deputy.
991, go ahead.
He leads the way it's going.
Confirming you're still doing the wooded area, or that's complete?
So he's pretty relieved too.
The search of the woods is complete. We have a couple areas we're bringing bomb techs around to check out some suspicious stuff in the tree line. Yeah, just let me know when it's totally complete. Step 4. 3131, Corrections Detective to Clackamas County. I'm trying to find you to check on the items. I'll be with you shortly. We have guys on the road waiting for us.
Yep, they already
Sergeant Coffee. I don't know how many sergeants you've got up there with you, but if one of you would please take charge and get eyes on this house while I try to get this intel, I appreciate it. Okay, we're still trying to work our way there. We can see some houses, we just can't see numbers of driveways because of the foliage. So I think Klinger and Daniels are to the east of us. And then we'll need to put a unit or just 2 units on the north side of the house. So 1 street to the north of the location to cover the backside. Can you help them out looking at your map where this house is supposed to be?
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do, and I'm just not.
I see it's a tan house, 1 story. It's directly across the street from the orange drop box. There's a bronze-colored Honda Accord, 782, Charlie, Sam, something in the driveway.
See across the orange drop box.
There was just a white male in a green shirt and a green ball cap standing in front of that Honda. So you know, I don't know where he went. Okay, I can see the back of the Honda. It goes in. The house is kind of a light color. It's got kind of a brick facade that only goes up a couple feet in the front. He's peeking out. He's got an OG green cap. He's peeking out the front window. Okay, 3978, we've got the 1-2 corner. If Daniels and Klinger, you guys will have the 3-4, is that correct? Baker, I'm in, I got the long gun, I'm in front, I'm behind a tree across the street with a view of the front window, and he's peeking out towards the west. Considering this guy called in, I'm assuming that we've got a phone number for him. He's yelling at the front window. He says, I called you guys. It's safe.
Water, anybody want water?
Perfect. Eric, I need an EDU or two to search about 100 backpacks inside. If they come to the blue van, we'll escort them to the site.
Get a hold of Tim. Also, can you give me a call when you get a chance?
Do you feel like interview-wise we're...
Silver to Sims, did you copy that?
I'm talking with Tim now.
Trying to get an eye in the back. Just so you know, it's east of the intersection 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 houses.
Copy, it should be behind 4040 on map. Is that right?
30-6, we're there.
What was that? I didn't hear what I was saying.
I hope you guys saw the update that one of these people has diagnosed with psychosis, manic depression, offer meds, China is the gray Range Rover in front, the daughter's inside.
On scene, I am on the NAP side, trying to second Haven on the north.
And you copy on the NAP side.
So 6, I copy that. We're talking to Mom.
Oregon City 347.
Vehicle number 347 needs to move the car.
Sending them back now.
Thank you.
Copy, thank you. Copy. Silver car in the driveway.
I'm going to go search and see if I can find any more live feeds coming in.
Over to the west of that silver car.
I'm Tim, and I'm on Channel 8.
PI didn't work to anything.
Yeah,
so
whatever that is.
The wood shop drafting area, the automotive
We'll get a screen capture of that later and blow it up.
Are all clear of cops. There's still people up on the perimeter.
Okay, let me know when you're complete with the entire facility.
Wheeler to Williams, I gave keys to Likatowicz and Potus. They should both have keys to this building.
Copy that. Are either of those guys monitoring?
Down or up too?
Yeah. Yeah. 3978. David, start setting up a custody team there to the west. I think one of our officers has a beanbag gun. Maybe they can work around to him. We're in voice contact with the guy. He refused to come out. Says that he's the one that called and claims he's the victim. Once we get a custody team in place, we'll try to make a phone call back to him.
Can I have 2 more cars from Central go over to precinct, or at least, or maybe stay on our net, but cover southeast?
I'm inside the police. 860 will take one. MC3, we're already there. On Central.
I got 3 and 822 will be going over to help you. 3600.
And we got a kid. We got a... Not gone yet. I got a 2650 unit. Going to slide over to each precinct to take priority calls. Their main net is that a tactical net at this point? If so, which dispatch net? 3903, who's making that phone call?
Sergeant Coffey, we have containment on it. I was going to try to get a phone number to get a call into the guy. He was already talking to us through the window. Says the rifle is in another room.
What's your name? Caitlin. Can I ask you a quick thing? I'm just good. Yeah, hi. Yeah, hi guys. I've got this. Yeah, I've just approached Caitlin here, who's a student at Reynolds High School, and your grandparents came to get you.
Yeah.
Hey, tell me how you're doing.
Are you ready for the
It was
number?
really scary being there.
What did you experience?
I didn't hear anything bad. It was just the school said that there was a lockdown, so everybody went running. Everyone had to go in a classroom, and then we thought it was just a drill, and they announced that it was real. So then they turned off the lights.
Can we get another vehicle to escort buses down to Fred Meyer?
We all got, like, the cops came in with their guns and stuff and evacuated us all out into across the street.
When all this was happening, what were you thinking?
I didn't think it was real. I thought it was weird that something like this was actually happening at my school. I never thought that would happen.
How was it to get here and hear your grandparents?
Oh my God, it was a big relief to come home knowing that. I don't know, but it's just sad knowing that somebody did get hurt.
MC3 to confirm, you want us on East or Central?
Okay. Tell me what it's been like for you, sir. Pretty stressful. Pretty stressful. Well, that's good. When did
Start in the intersection.
Did you know she was? Had you had a phone conversation
No,
with her?
we don't get any more traffic down this way.
Isn't that amazing? I mean, the world is...
Dispatch on there, 42
to be able to know that.
Yeah, this organized. So it's very good, too. Very well organized.
So what's next for you guys right now?
What are we waiting for?
Thank you very much. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of going on, without a doubt. This is a huge traumatic event as people have experienced
taking his hat off. It's pretty agitated.
Their families.
He's making a call.
As they show.
Why we're taking so long.
Sergeant Gromeyer, just me, phone contact with him.
Hopefully won't experience, but at least there is this. At least there is the reuniting of families.
Oh, that's not?
Good job now. Back to you.
Are you able to provide traffic control for fire for westbound on the Broadway Bridge at the west end for bicycles that crash on their bikes?
No, we don't want to see the Broadway Bridge.
Okay, thank you.
720 info I have from the caller should be no one else inside.
That's the same info I have. You're headed to something, but would you be able to assist with that? You're close, it looks like.
Vehicle was out. I'm trying to get back so I can do a U-turn for it. And it was just a single rider crash, correct?
Affirm.
Okay, you can cancel the district car.
Thank you.
You still need that bus escort. Copy en route. First bus, number 57, it's waiting right outside the parking lot. You'll be escorting 2 buses. Dispatch, is there a K9? Maybe they can roll this way, get started.
Here, I get one started.
533 will go there.
I was hoping that Kristen would get some of those reunions that I can't quite get from here.
K9s available, any K9s that are not on Reynolds School.
I'll bring you a reunion. Oh, yeah. So hopefully that's what she's at.
Yeah, that'd be great. That's good.
Yeah.
Don't worry about my water. The only thing I worry about is my coffee. Don't lose that.
Somebody's kids like 30.
Yeah, that's true.
And 9905, one of the sergeants down there, Jeremy, we have containment on this house as best we can at this point. But no one's got air one up. 78, we have containment. We've got units on the 1-4, the 3-4, and the backside. We also have a custody team ready to the west.
Chasing his teacher. Yeah, he
Pull out, whoever's going to escort, just get their attention and have them follow you.
Crazy.
Success so far.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know how many injuries there are. We know one team. There's one team.
That's all 6-1.
Whoever that was.
All 6-1. You are clear, correct? Insert you, and I think I have a 5 X-ray unit, 23901 Northeast Halsey with your court department number 47, hearing a physical fight. Copy, 238 Halsey. 322.
320 will do it. The woods and all the suspicious materials, imagination stations, all clear. We're headed back to CP. Okay, long way, crowd down.
Good, but we can start.
Pretty deep now.
Yeah, good.
30K9, why don't you just plan on coming to 39 Henderson, and you can walk into us from there. Wait up. The driveway this guy's going to walk down is to the west of those candlesticks with the yellow tape wrapped around them. Any emergency services? Command post.
Southbound 205 North of Division, got a left shoulder male on the lawnmower, fucked over.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Never. Let me advise.
Getting back up.
Correct.
Yeah.
So they're all staying in that area right by the table.
364 on 205.
Division.
We will go back to Nikki Vance and her daughter Cheyenne.
Might be able to use the OFP 2 in division. Might be right now.
Someone's here. Did we just walk up there? Someone's here? Yes.
Okay, it was north of, so I think you're going to have to just get up there off the start.
Well, at least they're taping that off. Maybe they're going to make it a little wider.
Officer Costello, Tech 2.
I 31.
Bob Ashton will land.
6-1 disturbance, 1530 North Humboldt, 2 males arguing.
Johnny Rose!
59. Number 13 and bus number 2 are 64 Fred Meyer.
1107.
Just the one thing. And letting the kids come this way now?
2671, I think they call 3034 Northeast 36.
I don't know who put the truck there.
Probably an employee before they...
Could have been.
7-1 cap.
The 551, were you in there?
Maybe Humboldt call's probably going to be at 1551. It was the crazy guy we were out on earlier.
She's tall or she tall compared to you and I?
This tall.
Okay.
40 Henderson.
That's a tall girl. Here?
Nope, I'm seeing our height there.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something real quick with your boy? How are you doing?
Right now it's good. It's fine, yeah.
Do you have tears?
You're dead.
Tell me why.
No, because I'm rooting for him and I love him so much. And it's like
He threw his keys down. He's kind of yelling at us too, and he's just kind of hanging on the front porch, stuck on the phone.
Here he is. What's your name?
Tim.
Tim, my name's Tim.
Hi.
What class level are you?
10th grade.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Did you see anything?
I didn't see anything. I heard the gunshots and that's it.
You heard the gunshots? What was going through your mind when it was all going down?
I didn't
Command
know.
from dispatch, is there a number where you can be contacted by phone?
Or is it just someone playing a joke? And then once they started yelling, saying, get down, everybody stay quiet, then I knew that it was serious. I had to be quiet.
You're smiling now. Did you guys, what grade level did you say?
All right, just walk back in the house and partially close the screen door.
If you wait for one more minute, I'd like to ask you something real quick. They're going to come to us in just a second. Hey, Joe. What's your name, Mom? What is it? Anna.
Traffic officer monitoring for TAC 2.
Nashville command to command. While they're finished clearing the main building there and turn that over to detectives.
Tell me about the tears. What were those about, Anna?
I don't know, it's worrying. Every time it happens.
And Tim?
Yeah.
We share a name?
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Tell me what you heard, what happened.
I heard gunshots, and then at first I thought it was just a joke or someone playing with firecrackers, and then they started yelling, telling us all to get down, and then we all got serious and we went to lockdown.
What was that like for you?
It was just a shock. I didn't believe that it was happening at first.
But now this is real, so what goes through your mind as a high school student that this has happened, and the shootings happened at high school, your school?
Like, that the world isn't perfect how we all think it is, that things happen to people that we never thought that things would happen to.
We better dismiss.
Who's this guy?
My little sister.
What's her name?
Eleanor.
Eleanor. So how is it to see her today?
It's like the best feeling ever.
What's next for you guys today? Gonna go home and
just relax and try to forget about this, I guess.
We found this guy.
How easy do you think that's going to be to forget about this?
Not that easy, especially with all this media around, all this hype around it. It's going to take a while.
Muller, can you call me on my phone, 793-9226?
Okay, guys. So,
all right, open the doors back of the front patio, on towards the retaining wall.
You know, it's getting a little thinner here. I think that the crowd around the here is 3 or 4 deep when it was probably 10 or 12 before. So they're making progress. It's a slow process, but actually going fairly efficiently considering what they're trying to do here with these buses coming in, bringing the students out, lining them up. As parents see the student, they raise hands, they yell, but you can see there's just they're cutting into this thing. There are a few.
Can anyone advise the phone number for the command post?
Guys, back to you.
Use my cell.
He just arrived.
Command to the command post. We're going to take over the common area of the admin building to cool down our SWAT guys so they can get ready for the next phase of it.
What's happening? They just read the government. So you're just grabbing people.
Confirm you copy.
People are trying to see past it.
Copy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything just yet.
Just for a second.
Nothing about him in GPS right now. Self-defense.
School bus is squaring it up. School bus is squaring it up here. Yeah. Clear now. Come on.
Of any east side car that has good access westbound I-84 east of 60. It's going to be approximately 6'3", white female, 30, sitting on the right shoulder with a brown medium-sized dog.
860, I'll pick it up.
60, copy, thank you. 1113.
Actually, 711, go back to that call, but I went by there earlier and she wasn't there. At 80 seconds, so I got it.
We're just getting another call on her that came in a while ago, so maybe she moved.
If that helps, any idea where we're at? You guys can just come on in and just find the blue van and you'll be inside. 10-4. In his left hand. Coffee cup.
023.
Number 8.
Boy in the blue, we kind of pre-set up the interview. He was.
Oh, yeah?
I forgot his name.
Oh, he's already.
We did talk to him.
This guy in the double blue shirt here?
Can we talk to you real quick?
Mr. Smith, you copy?
Going 61.
Okay.
9 Southeast Howell Boulevard, they found a hypodermic needle near the dumpster.
You do or don't?
3002, you can lower that as low as you can go.
32, thank you. 1115.
Performing Arts Building, the automotive building.
Yeah, no question about it, Russ. There have been several, I guess, initial observations. I just pulled into the parking lot here just a few minutes ago, and I think you can certainly feel the anxiety among all
Information
of these
East is in custody on the tactical at 40 on Henderson.
In front of us here. These two buses just pulled up a couple of minutes ago. You can see some people and parents holding up signs with names on it, and other parents waving, trying to get their children's attention. The folks around the perimeter here just waiting to see their child. It's been a very methodical and slow, very organized operation, and I think that's probably a testament to the fact that, as we mentioned all morning, this is something the parents and the teachers and the staff and the district trained for, unfortunately. I think
3903, the outside perimeter
to me, as I was
literally
walking over here to the parking lot, there were parents who were walking past me. And as we passed, the only question I heard the parent ask was,
521 unwanted at John's Tavern. 8608 North Lombard. He's drinking in the Plaza Park area. White guy, white cat, black jacket. He's a chronic.
Today is just beyond belief when you get here and see all of this. And I think something else that stood out was something that we heard from a parent earlier today, and that was you almost expect, and how sad is that as a parent, something like this happens, and you're not necessarily surprised, because for some reason, as much as we've seen this happen, you wonder, could it happen
Officer
here?
Ibarra, I believe, on the plate reader car on TAC 2.
The answer is yes, indeed.
Going over.
Doing.
Party to west, you can clear this with a John, and you can give me that drinking call in St. John's. You can clear my cover.
9216. So 4 copy. 1117.
It's center and middle of East Precinct.
Because when you think about an event that happens at a high school that will
I'll
all
put you guys kind of like in the 950, 970, 930 area.
we all remember it. We were just talking about this actually over the weekend when we had the horrible traffic accident that killed the junior, or I should check that, that killed one former student at Western High School and critically injured another. And to be honest, I'm not sure the status at this point, but as of last night,
okay,
to donate her organs. So you have two students killed in a horrible car accident when you're at high school. That's something you will never forget. We were saying many of us, unfortunately, have lost a classmate during our high school
north of
years in a
Burnside
car
between
accident,
205
and
and
we still
162.
remember and still talk about. So this is something that really, the
these students will never forget, and it'll stay with them for a long time.
Could I get another escort vehicle ready to go for the next bus?
These events are becoming more and more common, and for students who go through it, even though it is somewhat surreal, I don't know that many of them...
I'm trying to get there. It's coming up alongside the buses.
Clearly here. But it's difficult for many of them, but I do think it's important to point out that as I see a lot of these parents and students walking away, many of them have certainly...
Escort vehicle, just pull in front of the next bus and then turn on your overhead so I know you're here and ready to go.
And then what has now stabilized in this situation, knowing now that their child is okay as they leave, it appears at this point maybe now that everyone's nerves have calmed somewhat and they're ready to, as the young student Tim Gordon just interviewed a minute ago, ready to get back home and
copy
put behind them what happened today. But as we know, yeah, that will not be difficult. Will not be easy.
Copy. Thank you both for your help.
Get a Nylock call off the board, please. And the vice call at 103 and Pine needs to be info.
Come on up, come on up.
I think the Nylock, I don't have to tell one anyway. Off here is the info one and which other one?
Give me info and the Nylock can be cleared off. I'll text the incident number.
Another copy.
Okay.
You guys are going to be relieved here shortly by one of the Troutdale guys coming back. Copy that.
1913, copy 1120.
In the van, I'll find Kristen to get my... Yeah, we'll have a couple of
Yeah, I don't know. In a situation like this, we've got
Here I am.
How close to the gym were you?
I was like right on the other side of the school.
So what year are you?
I'm a junior.
Okay. Garrett.
Yeah.
What's your last name? I do have a student here. Okay.
$19.80, Dozier.
10-8. Watkins, 10-1. A little bit further, he's got woodland camel pants on, white baseball cap with black brim, last seen eastbound, nose was bleeding, he said. Up to an area technical investigation.
There's a Hispanic male, 40s, a white baseball cap with a black brim, dark jacket, woodland camo pants, possibly has a nosebleed and went eastbound.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go. Back.
Sam 91 is the man still on this side.
Eric Cervantes, he's a junior at Reynolds. Eric, first of all, I'm glad you're okay. I know it's been a traumatic morning, but walk us through where you were when this happened.
Well, I was in
I was in lower high commons. I was about to eat breakfast.
1032,
The SMT,
079.
they were
Couple
telling us
transit from the Carolyn behind.
to go to class, and then they had to tell us student evacuation. So everyone was like, wasn't panicking because they thought it was a tardy sweep. Tardy sweep is when they pick up the students for attention if anyone's late. But everyone started panicking. We went to class, and the teachers were yelling. We got under the desk, and we were there for like.
Did you have any idea what was going on at that point?
We had no idea until my uncle had texted me. He was like, "Are you okay? Well, I heard there was a shooting at your school," and the teachers were kind of scared, and everyone was scared. So we just heard police running around the school.
No one. So walk us through what happened after the drill began, and it became clear that
got media here at 42 and Henderson. There are staging points for them.
Yeah, well, most of the students thought we were like actually going through a practice. I thought that, but it was actually real. We're getting so many calls, phone calls, and text messages from my cousin at Roosevelt, San Barlo. Everyone just started telling us if we're okay.
Natural command to command post.
Scared after we found out it was a shooting.
So what happened after you were on your desk? How long
So we're releasing the Clackamas team. They can go 1079 from here, but we're keeping our team activated for the next.
Until the police had come in and knocked on the door before.
Okay, thank you.
Before they came in, and they just told us to put our hands up because to make sure everyone's okay.
You want to go?
Everything's in our hands. We just left across the street from where the church was.
So you were able to text your parents and your family and let them know you were okay?
Yeah, the teacher had let us, had told us to let the parents know we were okay because they knew that they were panicking after they saw after the parents knew that there was a shooting.
Tell us about the moment you saw your parents when you got here.
They were pretty scared. My mom, I knew my mom was almost going to cry because she was worried. She was at work. She didn't know what to do. I'm glad I saw her because I was actually scared too.
Tell us a little bit about how, I know it's still in a little bit of shock here, but how you'll process this and what you've just been through, Eric.
I don't know. I think it's going to take a while for me to process this. I didn't expect it from our school, especially since we have security and SMT and
if they really want someplace to park their truck, they can park it at the church lot at 39th and
yeah, it's going to take me a while, especially since it's a lot of us from the school. I got a lot of support from them.
39 page PIO on my phone.
Talking with us. Take care of yourself. Enjoy your summer, my friend.
Yeah, great copy. And whoever has the media there, you can tell them to go to the church lot at 39th and Henderson.
One.
Mississippi,
Mississippi. Complainant's brother is threatening with a kitchen knife.
Copy, Lombard, Stockwood.
1127.
Can I have any supervisors that are out here? Just go to TAC 2. Use TAC 2 for supervisors. Yep.
Supervisors go to East TAC 2. My Gresham car is still out at the that fire thing.
So we can talk to them out there.
5-6.
I'll let them know. Looking for another car by. Are you anywhere close? Never mind, now they've canceled, so disregard. 29.
Okay, got 3 buses ready to go. Give me a second more clear, Henderson.
Sure, no. Sir, white male, 24, the bushy beard, brown hair, blue shirt, blue jeans. Complainant's going to be waiting outside. I'm 29. Only son, that highway at northbound I-405. Just south of there, there's a blue semi all over the road, cutting people off. Nebraska plate 2509 King Queen. Information 1130.
One, and we are in position.
Did you relieve the other deputies or whoever else was in the backside there?
No, there's no one else back here.
Good, thanks. Lincoln asked us, did you guys get relieved by Storgy and Lick?
Yes, we did.
And Storgy and Lick, can you copy? Are you guys at that 3-4 corner?
Yeah, affirmative. Call number 215.
That Hunter, can you copy? MCSO.
I copy.
Position where we talked about.
Affirm.
What's your number?
5 Paul 31.
Costigan, can you copy? Just confirming you're in position where we talked about at that entry.
Leave the Portland guy.
What's your call number?
133.
Reed and Lucas from MCSO, can you copy?
Five 1241.
They're going over. They're on long one. They're heading over to the maintenance.
We're 9110, can you repeat that, please?
Metal fab shop, and there's like a playground section.
Copy that. You're 5 Paul 41.
Reed and I, 5 Paul 41.
That Parker, can you copy?
Parker, affirm, and I'm H136 at that entryway we had talked about. Dispatch out, please.
Okay, I'm going to use 2650.
Good.
2817 Southeast Dark. It's condo number 17. 50-year-old guy hasn't been heard from for a week. Calls goes straight to voicemail. Curtains pulled closed, and his wife died.
What is this, sir?
We still don't know a motive, and none of the students that I've talked to today have any insight as to why someone would do something like this. They're all looking at
23-953 on that too.
still going on, but from the vantage point right here up here, they're really concerned about that right now. Their main concern is just being believed.
All right, man. No, everything else is good. You can let kids know.
I would imagine they would have been.
Channel 8?
9110. Would you be able to dispatch on Law 1 and verify that we have no officers over there? This should all be on this net right now.
How close were you?
I was in the auto shop.
And also, if we have anybody on a perimeter position, they can be relieved and report to the command post. Anybody outside of who I specifically assigned to positions in the last 10 minutes.
Rocky, hold up. You got 2 buses left behind.
What do you know about what happened as far as, how much have they told you? What they've told me is...
And 9110, if we have any deputies or officers out there on the west...
7-8, I want the officers out here know that.
I didn't hear about any of the
Dispatch copies. Perimeter positions can be relieved, but must report to the command post. This is outside of the people assigned by 9110 in the last 10 minutes.
3-4, a question.
So yeah, then
3-4.
Been restricting traffic on 257 south of Cherry.
On 257 south of the location, correct?
At 257 and Cherry Park, there's a Washington County deputy at 257 and Halsey or Columbia Highway.
Okay, hold your post for now.
doctors too, or?
I don't know. I'll find out. 811, are you going to be tied up on that for a bit?
Honestly, probably traffic.
It's going to be 1969 Northwest Johnson Street, Medallion Apartments. Complaint was calling in a cold threat. Said that on Saturday a guy named Mike Blake that lives under a bridge somewhere had a gun on him and had threatened to complain that he had a gun on him. And the complainant wanted to report that. Now he's calling back saying 4 ago he saw the guy walking northbound on 19. White male 25, 5'6", thin build, two-tone blue and orange clothing, I guess. I'll double check on that. And he's carrying a box.
I do have a live interview.
I'm on which lane?
Affirmative.
Hey, for one, copy.
Okay, here we go. Is it TANNER?
Get you to the full cover.
Please, did you have a different call for you?
I'm getting out of here. Here's the break.
Alright. Right behind 811. We're available, and we're in Old Town.
Copy. 841, you can disregard it. You just got the cover.
Okay.
For 2831, Red Star Tavern, 503 Southwest Alder. White female, white jacket, and blue jeans, grabbing a passerby and yelling at them. She's pushing up against them now. No weapons seen.
Whatever.
$40.
Junior.
110 from dispatch.
Right, yes. Well, I'm here now with Jen, who's a junior at Reynolds, and it's an interesting point that you make because your dad just said, you need to get to your phone quicker, son. How did this happen with your parents, and how were you able to finally get in touch with them, or did they text you?
Actually, my parents told me about that they heard about the shooting over the internet. And then
9111, you looking for me?
And saw that they were texting and calling about the shooting, and then I told them what I and such.
So where were you when
I was asked to clear Law 1, make sure all the officers were off of that. And we saw the dispatcher and officers over there working another incident. Did you want to combine the two nets now?
Because they were too fast in too short of a period of time.
What happened after that?
After that, I sort over the intercoms.
Catholic High School, I have a report, 2401, Southeast Stark Street. The subject with a knife on his right hip has been wandering around the school, has not been threatening. He was last seen walking behind 2332 Southeast Oak. He's got a backpack. He's going to be a white male, 19, a bandana around his head, long shaky hair, and all white clothing.
And it was freaky because when the kids actually saw someone running from that scene, that came into a building, so that was kind of scary, seeing the reaction.
Is there any way to put into perspective what you've gone through today, Jed?
It's almost like those films that you see of like Afghanistan and stuff. Like all those war films.
North south of Hawthorne, Oregon 191, Frank Henry Nora.
We've been talking a lot before we came to interview you here, Jed, about...
There was a bit of static. What street at Hawthorne?
South of Hawthorne.
You saw your mom and dad who were
37 South of Hawthorne, 1142.
Yeah, it was pretty emotional because it was just such a joy to see them because you didn't know if you were going to see them again or what's going on. So,
easy on me, check under the bridges on 16 in the area.
Dog's name? Zena.
Zena jumped right up on Jed's lap here as soon
16th area.
as she saw him.
1684, I'm responding to Central Catholics from the Manual Hospital.
Do you think this is sunk in? Are you okay?
I think I'm okay. I mean, I'm still kind of stressing because I'm worried about the kids still up at the school because of how long it's taking, but they're doing the best that they can, so...
Jed, thanks so much for your time. I appreciate you stopping. Back to you. Yeah.
You have your phone with you? Yes. You have the text. I just want to get shots of the text messages that you guys might have been exchanging. As long as it's... You know how to text?
Clear, I'm going on Central Catholic.
Clear, going to Central Catholic, 1134.
Security 3. Making contact with one at, on the waterfront at NATO and Davis.
NATO and Davis making contact with one.
Someone trying to call me, sorry.
3119 is clear. I just picked it up and cleared it.
You want to have some more from other people too, if you'd like.
She said put it back on, clear it that way. Fine.
571.
Nice.
9-1.
Thank you guys.
If someone could come with, I see this RP was recently arrested for DV. I think it's the same address.
It says they just picked their son up from school. We'll try to call back.
I'm trying to call into the school. If an officer that can get to the area can put them in lockdown.
Folks, I know somebody asked some questions.
3802. So far, this person hasn't done anything. They're just walking around the neighborhood. There's about 5 cars going to check. I think that's sufficient for now.
On that, please.
At Ball 5 I'm probably a lot closer. I'm at Lewis Clark State Park.
So I know it's very difficult to see, and I apologize.
Ball 51, copy out. Where are you going?
320, you get an address for that?
320, okay? Five two, what was that?
I was offering out to cover from Lewis Clark State Park.
Okay, if you wanted to start at a 320 going as well, I'm getting an update. Just a second. $7-11 on scene and area check-in.
How you doing on batteries? I can kill them.
About 6-1, copy.
31, you can disregard.
You want to do a quick interview? You mind talking to us quickly?
5 Ball 32, you had me from Halsey and Birch. Mention of Jim gets flagged down in the 19100 Burnside apartment for Burnside Station. Phase 1 trying to get you an apartment. I think medics are coming here too.
One in Burnside, what apartment?
On it. George, 347.
Okay, and I'll look for medical.
Are you back up and good?
737, we're clear.
37, copy.
It's going to be the other half of this thing. And I saw AMR and fire rolling around, kind of looking around.
Okay, so they're going to be 191 in Burnside and that apartment that you gave me. 804, did you copy that? Do you still want her to call you?
Oh, ma'am, I'll just deal with it. Thanks.
1684, the school administrator is going to meet you by the main front doors.
So what's the process? To pick up your kid?
The process is, yes, you gotta go to the school. Two is, once you get here, we have an outer perimeter, and once you either, there's 2 ways to
11 for you.
See your kid, we'll escort you over to them. Number 2 is, text you.
1613, 1011.
13, good morning, it's 11:40.
Battery, everything, we're back up and running, we're good.
You can clear 822 and I'll go contact the complainant.
Yeah, it's difficult to see so many parents and their children walking by, and this is really, frankly, the hardest part of our job, where you don't want to pry and you don't want to, make this uncomfortable because you realize they've just gone through something very traumatic. And several parents, children who are walking
walking by are declining an interview, which is certainly understandable. I just thought I'd tell you a little bit more about the process. You can see these buses rolling in now, one after another. And the shot you're looking at now from our photographer, Brian Robertson, is
here to unlock your car.
A line of people that circles a section of this parking lot, and the people behind
Exactly, is
police tape have not yet gotten the text message from their child.
Out front, next to my black Crown Vic. I'm
What happens is once they get that text from a child, they then move forward. You can see like this person here is walking up into the interior section here, and that keeps the crowd separate so that there aren't mobs of people all moving forward trying to find their child.
For Jefferson High School, 5210 North Kirby in the lunchroom. Our complainant says somebody was trying to stab him with a machete. This is Lawrence Collins. And our complainant said talk to him and the line disconnected.
And some are indeed stopping to talk, and others are declining. You know, Russ, you were making a point a minute ago, things that might have to change or what will be different moving forward.
Monitoring that, copy that call.
And I couldn't help but think.
Or copy. School police aren't available, are they?
Not going to be unusual to have
School police monitoring.
And even much more obvious and serious security measures at every school.
571.
Think about what came to my mind this morning was
once you read down the standby and can release 580 to go, and I'll go as well.
571 and 580 copy. We got back through, and our caller said sorry that it was a prank, but obviously I'll keep it going.
Taking our shoes off now before we get on an airplane, so whatever happens
Number 152,
schools certainly understand. You can see parents here, and again, as a parent, I can understand. You see the arm go around the child, pulled away from the median area.
Trying to get through to them right now.
Protective, almost a reflex of many of these parents who are walking by. But we'll try to see if
copy
any
that.
of these students are willing to stop and chat with us.
1684, copy. And we're apparently they're still trying to get a hold of the school.
On the cover 570, I'll go to take that 580 call down.
I'll take you to Jefferson, 551 and 571 on the standby.
And 1684, I'm en route, but I'm coming from Central Catholic.
4 copy. 981. Might have just gone past this. Can you get to 90th and Holly from where you're at? That's copy. Let's 61.
10, if any patrol officers have their vehicles walking out on 257, you need to get them off. We're going to open that up here in a few minutes. Hi, Frontiner, take them away. You got 4 buses leaving.
Can you log me off if I'm on?
Now 3913, you weren't logged on. You want me to log you on?
If you can. 30255, pack set is 717283. This is my car radio.
Okay.
One of the desktops, are you? I'm going to log off your desktop. So the guys out on 257, we're going to open that up in probably 5 minutes.
3-4, I copy that. We'll wait for your word.
Get Cherry Park blocked for westbound off at 257. We'll be good to go. No hurries.
U-135.
Trying to get some information from him, and he's hysterical.
Find a spot, any spot. Any spot will do.
3735, why don't you attach me to that? 9-2 in division.
1, that's mine. I'll go with 912. You can cancel the 700 car.
Okay, she's like 741 is like an 82 at Holby, so I'm going to continue, but I'll show you going to primary.
I'm from 122 and start.
I'm doing that proximity dispatch right now.
Wow.
I'll have one coming your way right now.
Good, I'll stay there.
12's arriving for 92nd and Powell. If you have a suspect description, that'd be great.
It would be great, but unfortunately I don't.
Some information.
That's work.
Male, approximately 18 years of age, long hair, with a bandana on, a backpack. Did not threaten or anybody or mention anything about a knife. Just walked around. So to have an area check first if contacted.
The white male 19, long hair with the bandana, has a black backpack.
We haven't heard
No threats were made.
We haven't
Just
heard
walking
it's
around.
delayed, but there's no officials here yet.
9110.
I've checked on 92nd all the way down to Holgate. Nobody's out here, so I'm going to go to the school.
1041 just right to the second. It's 1155. It's Tuesday, that's right, I do have something. Okay, I'll show you primary, sir.
On way. Viv, unless you had some involvement, if you did, you need to come to the command post, otherwise you're clear.
Negative further involvement.
There'll be a repeat for 9110. Anyone blocking traffic northbound or southbound on 257, you can open it up. Park is blocked.
3204, I'm taking the Portland officer's place at 257 in Cherry Park for traffic control.
7 Cherry Park, copy.
Hey, Wiley, we haven't heard anything.
Edwards, can I get another marked vehicle for an escort to bust out?
Line here, I'll scratch you. I can't copy any of that. Then line, I could not copy your last.
Yeah. I think it's two. There should be two coming from the camera.
I'll let them know.
I'll have to find a way to split the auto from my camera. But
going to the address 6003 on Michigan. Here's 1157.
Okay. Yeah, press conference is on 1.
Test 1, 2, test, 2, 2, 2.
Call 52.
Tax 2 on this call.
Test 1, 2, test.
Tax 2.
But Victor 83, we're clear of the waterfront.
83 at 11:59.
The only better I'm going to get right now from our witness is we have 3 junior high type age kids, so 12 to 14 years old. One of them possibly wearing like a white t-shirt and black shorts. The other 2 are possibly wearing black shirts and black shorts and baseball caps, and that's about it, white or Hispanic in race.
Do we know if they're boys or girls or both?
All males. They made entry into the school. They broke out a window on the south side of the school on their exit, and last seen eastbound towards 92nd.
Is affirmative. Oh, we are still loading kids onto buses down by the church. Maybe one more bus load, maybe.
For cars who are joining my net or who might be in the area, we're looking for 3 junior high school age boys, about 12 to 14. One possibly in a white t-shirt, black shorts. The other 2 had black shirt and shorts and baseball caps. They're either white or Hispanic males. They did make entry into the school. They broke out the window on the south side and last seen eastbound from Marshall towards 92.
11, I'm in the area. I'll do an area check. I'm at 82 Powell.
Okay, and
3306. Edgefield call. We do have people inside. We're going to be challenging here. Ready.
anybody else in the school?
If 2214 or 2228 is on this side, can they call me on my cell, please? 2228, copy. Who was that? Please.
Information, he says non-emergency traffic off there, challenging one at a burglary in Troutdale, 2341 Southwest Edgefield Place.
We have the air for right now. We're just getting containment on it.
It's containment. We can resume normal traffic.
3-4.
Lost unit?
3-4, I'm clear of the school call. I'm going to go 1079 unless you guys need another cop someplace.
I'm getting cars cleared up every moment.
3306, do you want more cars?
Do you need any more cars at your location on Edgefield?
20 was coming up here. If they could make their way, that'd be nice. Will do. Start that way. Back out at the Catholic High School.
I come see at the school. 1203.
Hello, Adam, Roger, Lincoln, 463.
Syracuse is 1203. Two one. 2842. 110 Northwest Broadway at Embers. Complainant says a black male who assaulted him on the 17th at Broadway and Davis is now here. He's a black male, 40, goatee, dark jacket, blue jeans. He's also associated with a white SUV. And then the complainant hung up. Copy, a couple kids at the Burgerville lot.
Male, well, mixed race male and a white male. White male's wearing gray shorts, black shirt. Black male's got jeans and a gray shirt. Both have backpacks and they're walking eastbound. I can stop up there.
Okay, 741, 971 advises there's a back stop right there. 11, are you close? Can you go up to her 741's location at the Burgerville?
I'm already headed that way.
I'm just out there.
Village 9401 Northeast Sunderland. Glasses Stanton for Sid David. Green bandana, no shirt, green shorts, no weapons. Okay.
I'll be okay.
5.
That's Michigan address.
1 copy. 1205.
I saw him eastbound through the bowling alley lot up there and I lost him.
Lost him eastbound through the bowling alley lot.
Side of the bowling alley.
Side of the bowling alley.
Copy.
Contacting her at the car.
At Burgerville. Information at 1206.
An 842, our answer was that she is parked at Cooch and Broadway.
Copy that. Is 821 contacting suspect car or complaint?
Caller.
Copy, all area check the suspect.
Give you a description as soon as they can.
I can, but the microphone is currently taken.
I'm taking incomplete. It's at a place called Periscopic, 235 Northwest Park Avenue. It was abandoned. Call. We tried to call back a couple times. Busy.
Okay.
7. Staying on the west side of the freeway.
I thought about that.
Oh, they're like taped together.
Video poker, so hold on.
Road suspect. K95, start our way.
I'm almost there.
K95 around for me.
If we can just get 90-second lockdown, they're probably tucked down in the blackberry brush here. There's some big white apartments up 3200 block.
1907, we're there. It's Parkland Apartments.
Okay, well.
601 or Air 2 up.
I think they're the airport now, but Air 2?
Got him.
We're challenging 1. We're challenging 2. Number that was called in.
K30 can clear. We'll go to that. Thank you, please.
Do you have a cover car?
Okay, I'll take him along. If you come up the path, you'll see our two cars. Stop at the Caprice, and we're just going to be the west of it.
Cars enter. If you come up off the bike path, you'll be able to see the cars parked by the Caprice, and they're just up the path.
E21, so for 842, I guess this guy's sitting on the sidewalk on Davis in between 6th and Broadway. It's going to be a black guy, 5'8", 160. He's wearing blue jeans and a heavy overcoat, possibly it's green. I'm reading the case right now, see if there's any PC.
Perimeter position, switch to Law 1, and we'll be bringing regular traffic back to County Dispatch, 1210.
Back on County.
That's right, Kathy. A lot of students are turning to social media to talk with each other and to find out information. A lot of them are gathered here waiting for this press conference, just as we are. There's a group of the police officials conversing with each other before they come over here to talk to the media.
But it sounds like he has enough of their own supervisors, so I'm headed back to Central.
I'm going to show you that photo right now.
Thank you for helping.
From the perspective of a Reynolds High School student, just after they were sort of evacuated from the school, and you can see all the kids sitting in lines out in the parking lot, and what those officers are doing was they patted down.
And 51232 will be clearing. I don't think you need to hold it right now.
Being patted down by one of those officers.
As soon as your incident's done, we're going to move all regular traffic back over to MCSO. Let me know when you're done.
Not involved with this incident today were found and confiscated, but that is how they
Do we have any other outside precinct supervisors
in this incident? So they patted every single student, and those kids are sharing those pictures.
306, I'm here. I'm going to pull up on this stop on the bike path in a second.
Sending short videos to each other. They are not using really that hashtag RH shooting.
Clear, I think all the other ones can clear.
For Reynolds, so if you search that.
7-1, we have 2 in custody. Third may be in a bush here, but we still want canines for this location.
Social media, because that is how really they were.
And we just heard from me, so we got 2 in custody, third is outstanding, and canine stay continued.
It's finals time. The seniors.
604, if you're still over here monitoring, you can return to your nest.
Graduating this week, so a lot of the kids were coming in late to class. Their finals were scheduled later. So we talked to several of those kids who are waiting here for this press conference for the latest details.
Just come west of the path, just on the east side of the overpass.
Everything was blocked off. There were police everywhere, and just what that was like. You know, they say that you watch this so many times on TV, on national news, and you just can't.
1094 and Northeast 21.
These kids say,
we have an undescribed vehicle that stalls in the middle of the lane, and there's subjects outside the vehicle. Do you have anyone for that?
So a few more minutes, we're seeing those police officials putting their information sort of together for them to.
Eastbound right at about 2-1.
We'll take care of it.
13.
On the bird. Stop.
Put you on the right call now. And just FYI, this call a nap. Mom called 911 first, and her homeless daughter came to visit. Mom thinks she has schizophrenia, wanted us to come out there and have submitted. At that point, no mention of suicides or anything like that.
20 copy.
Current incomplete. 5243 Northeast 16. Got voicemail only called back. Also. 110.
Today, the same format as this morning.
14.
We're starting. Good afternoon. We'll start today, same format as this morning. We'll have Chief Scott Anderson from the Troutdale Police Department speak first, and then Linda Florence, the Superintendent of the Reynolds District, will talk, and then Mayor Doug Doust.
I'm back on this side.
The City Mayor will get back to that.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, we had a
Hold on, copy Miss L. 850 clear.
Reynolds High School. One student is deceased as a result of a lone gunman who entered the school.
850, you're clear.
The lone gunman was also deceased at the scene.
Yeah.
We're in the process of notifying
3119, I'm back on. Emphasis with dispatch.
19 at 1215.
Tentatively identified the shooter, but we're not confident enough at this point to reveal the details. I can tell you that the weapon that was used...
5432, clear, we're going to unlock the front doors.
One teacher was...
5432, copy, clear. Do you feel okay going over to CSO now?
The teacher was treated at...
Couple seconds here.
Not related to this incident, and during the evacuation
Fresh
process...
from down Fairview County, go back to your regular net.
On one person. This is not believed to be a part of the incident. That person was taken into custody.
5452 back on count.
The investigation will take some time, as you can imagine. And we have several tactical teams working through this investigation at this time. For reunification for the families, we have located a spot at Fred Meyer for parents to respond, pick up their kids. I want to thank all the law enforcement agencies that came to assist us, as well as the non-governmental agencies such as the Trauma Intervention Program. There will be several days of healing and ongoing attention given to the students and the staff and anybody impacted by this tragedy. I also want to thank Superintendent Florence. We have 2 school resource officers.
2-1, copy, going over.
They were the first responders, and they responded immediately. They and another tactical team brought this to conclusion, and I can't thank them enough. Now I'd like to introduce the Superintendent, Linda Florence.
3753.
This is such a tragedy.
Unless you need me somewhere else, you want me to take that alarm call, 2093?
And to their parents. I too want to especially thanks
5432, cars on the southwest Edgefield will switch to County Net, and we're waiting for something to help clear the attic.
For our students and
I'll let her know.
who did some real quick thinking and went into
Is there Costabos on this side?
of hearing about the active shooter. I also want to thank our students and staff
322 on this side.
who did an excellent job, a calm job of evacuating the school today. And
224.
implementing all of our safety procedures that we have at the school.
ODOT to north, please. ODOT to north.
Parents are meeting their students at our Fred Meyer Wood Village parking lot and being checked out
Silva to Williams.
with our school staff. Students who
322, go ahead.
need mental health.
Regard, I found this number.
We have counselors available. And for students who are already at home,
And 4107, that's going to be Officer G24.
phone number for them to call. Multnomah County Mental Health, 503-988-4888. Later today, we'll be also notifying our parents and students of school closure. There are some things that we'll have to do, some work that has to be involved, and so later on today we will be notifying of that. So thank you.
Hello, I'm Doug Dowse, the mayor of Troutdale. This has been a very unsettling day for our precious city. I've been on the cell phone all morning long with the national news media. As you can imagine, they've shown quite a bit of interest in what's going on in this small city suburb of Portland. I've been on the phone constantly with media back east. I really want to say, though, that, and I share with them, that I'm very impressed with how the police handled this whole operation. I think going through a dry run a few months ago helped, and the school police officer helped a lot, but I am very impressed with cooperation amongst all the police departments that showed up, and there were a lot of them. I was watching on the news to see how many police departments showed up along with the sheriff's department. So my heart goes out to all the families, and that's all I have to say. Thank you.
All right, thank you. We'll have another media briefing tentatively set for 4 p.m. this afternoon, same location. We'll let you know if we confirm that. I do have a few things. Reunifying students with parents, again, is occurring at the Wood Village Fred Meyer parking lot. The parents, if you're looking for more information about your students or have not been able to contact your student, you can contact the Reynolds School District. Their main number is 503-661-7200. But that is where we are taking students to reunify with parents, and we'll be at the location until we make sure everybody has connected. The Troutdale Police Department has set up a tip line for witnesses or anyone that has seen, that saw part of the incident or knows information about the incident. That number is 503-250-7943. Witnesses can call that line. It is staffed, so there will be somebody there. The Multnomah County Crisis Line is also available for those having mental health crises or dealing with traumatic experience. And that number, again, as Linda mentioned, 503-988-4888. Now, we also have a team set up at the Mount Hood Community College that is now in place, and from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m., crisis counselors will be at the Mount Hood Gymnasium. If people want to stop by or
a.m. to 7 p.m. tomorrow for anyone that wants to drop in and talk with a crisis counselor, they are available. There's been a lot of misinformation about when the
district and the trauma intervention program volunteers, they also have people there as well.
People can get their vehicles, their backpacks out of the lot or from the school. At this point in time, the investigation is continuing. We do not expect to be able to be releasing vehicles, backpacks until much later, probably tomorrow at this point. So please, once we know, we will announce that via the Reynolds School District as well as through the Troutdale Police Agency and Multnomah County Sheriff's Office flash alert.
Just clarify that there was a lone gunman. We've been hearing reports of possibly more.
I can confirm there was one shooter. One shooter. The shooter is deceased, and we're in the process of identifying that person and making note.
The Reynolds School District as well as through the Troutdale Police Agency and Multnomah County Sheriff's Office flash alert.
Can you just clarify that there was a lone gunman? We've been hearing reports that were possibly more shooters.
I can confirm there was one shooter. One shooter. The shooter is deceased, and we're in the process of identifying that person and making notifications. So once that's done, then we can give you more details later on today. At this point, we're still confirming the identification of the individual. Once we know that, then we can give you further details. That will be later on today.
Where was this other arrest made? The other person was arrested on a firearm violation.
My understanding during the course of the evacuation, unrelated to the incident, a person was located that had a firearm on them. They were taken into custody uneventfully, and it is unrelated to this incident entirely.
Where, though? Because we have pictures of a guy at a clinic on 57th Drive.
Okay, I'll work on details for that later on today, and we'll confirm the arrest location. One more question here. What? Those details will come out later today once we have more information and we're available and have it confirmed to give to you. It's a long, lengthy investigation. We're in that phase now, and right now we're also concentrating on reuniting students with their parents and making sure they have resources available if they need them. Appreciate it, we'll talk to you later today. 4 o'clock is a tentative next start for the next week, and I'll let you know. I'll let you know when we talk later on. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, no, I mean, like, everyone asked, like, the sheriff, like, that stuff.
What would you want to know?
Yeah. I know, I just like everything is different like that. That's what I like about it. Yeah, it's like,
when stuff's happening.
I know.
Yeah, you sort of the first to know stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a different today too. Like you didn't even know it's gonna happen. You're covering it. All the stories you gotta go over. And this comes up, all of it.
We found a missing hiker up at the gorge earlier, and she got found, and we were on our way back to the station when we started hearing this.
Yeah, you have to turn around and go for it. That was fun. That's what I liked about it. There's like always something. Always something new. Especially like here in Oregon, like stuff is always fun. And then too crazy. It's pretty crazy. I mean, like also like the Clackamas school shooting. Remember that was like, my dad was a police officer too, and he was on that. And so it was like chaos with all those things. It was like crazy too. Like that was like two of the biggest things. Like those things like shooting wise in Oregon, or even like in the Portland area. It's pretty close. Yes.
I interviewed at Youth Experience.
Oh.
Just like trying to get maybe straight. So, and what you're a junior?
Yeah.
So you've heard, I mean, graduation is Thursday,
Yeah, it's
not
Thursday.
today.
Yeah, it's not
so
today.
So they've been saying it's today.
Yeah, I heard a lot of things. I heard the people saying like it was like assembly that they were having, and that typically situation is really sucky. Like I said, there's the rumors spread, you know, like it's the worst case scenario. Yeah, we'll be back in a second. Yeah, and I went on with like Erica.
Oh, cool. I think she's down at the
Yeah, I know.
And you saw those pictures of the kids getting patted down like
Yeah,
they were at.
yeah, on Twitter. Even some of my friends were in the photos, so it's crazy to see kids like that just all freaking out. And hearing their phone calls too, of them like freaked out too.
Yeah, that's scary. Okay. Yeah, that's right, Russ. Nick was so worried, about his friends that were still on campus, and he wasn't getting a whole lot of information, besides watching TV. He came down here to the press conference. Nick, welcome, and talk about, you were sort of frustrated by the press conference. Obviously, they're still sort of slow to release some details. What do you and the rest of your classmates, what do you need to know now?
I think we really just want to know, like, who it is and, like, how it happened. Like, most of, like, the stuff we know, like, spreads from Twitter and stuff. But then, like, all my friends were told, like, down at, like, where the parents pick up thing, that we would find out who was involved. And it could be, like, somebody, like, one of our friends, and, like, I can speak for, like, most of the kids at Reynolds want to know who is the shooter and who is the kid that is now deceased.
And you've sort of been watching on social media along with everybody else on Twitter and I guess Snapchat and stuff. What are sort of
just popped a new link in your window. Go look at this one.
Learned about like how it happened and how the evacuation process happened. Like people were like running and people had to have their hands up. People were being searched, their bags taken, their cars left at the school. So it's lots of chaos, and the district's gonna have to like work on that to get everyone their cars back. Cause like people's cars left in the Reynolds parking lot. It's all like under investigation now.
How strange is this? You got to sleep in a little bit because your final was later and you were even late to school. You said luckily this is the only time you're glad that you were actually. What is that feeling, seeing what all your classmates are going through, seeing those photos on Twitter, and you luckily weren't there?
Yeah, it's really scary to realize that like that could have been me. It was just like all like luck that I wasn't in school, because like usually I'm just like late to school, and then my friend decided to pick me up late, and then I guess it worked out good because my brother has a 7th grade PE, and that would have been the final that he would have been at, and that like he was about to go in the locker room and put his clothes away, and that could have been him with me to school today. So, and my mom was telling me, don't be late today, don't be late today. And then we still was, and I guess it was a good thing actually in the end. So I'm pretty sure my mom's pretty happy about that when I called her.
Well, Nick, we in the press conference they talked about doing those pat downs of all the students. We actually have a photo, I don't know if we can show that, of all the kids lined up out in the parking lot, and one of the girls getting patted down. They actually found a gun, the sheriff's office just said, that was not related to today, but still they confiscated that. What were you sort of hearing about the pat downs and things?
I was hearing the same thing about the gun, but also hearing that like it was just like really like scary, because it was just like kids like knew they were innocent. You know, just like they felt like so like not kind of like harassed in a way, which like they like know it's just like normal kids, but they're just patting them down. But I guess it is for safety reasons, so it is a good thing to be extra careful. Like I'm not against that at all, but I think it just really freaked out kids who just go to school and then they didn't know they would be patting down in the parking lot in front of all these people, like being embarrassed in a way a little bit.
For safety's sake. Nick, thank you so much. We're glad you're safe and for talking with us. So again, yeah, a lot of kids getting patted down for safety's sake. They're happy about that. But still, so many questions. All these kids gathered here for this press conference just like we did. They want to know the names and exactly what happened at Reynolds High School today. Back to you.
He said that there had been the shooting originated in the weight room in the gym, and that one teacher and one student had been shot. And then he said he could hear police fire, and then afterwards we were told that the shooters have been neutralized. He only thought there was one, but everyone through here say there's possibly 3. But all he told us was that.
He just told me that there was a shooting, and he knows that a teacher has been shot, but that's really all the information that they know. They were locked up in some kind of a panic room to keep the kids safe, and I just flew up here, you know.
All right, let's go back to Alicia S. She is live at the Fred Meyer in the Wood Village, where all the students are being reunited with their parents, and she's actually standing by now with a student. Alicia.
Dan, good afternoon. Again, I'm here with Tate Blaylock, and Tate actually witnessed this event taking place. Tate, thank you so much for speaking with us. I know this is difficult for any of our parents, for anyone who's out there. Can you tell us what you saw today?
We were all going in for final 7th period, and we just heard 2 gunshots. Everyone was freaking out, and we all ran into the weight room hallway, and we just hid and locked all the doors. And there was just a bunch of gunshots everywhere, and people, I guess, yeah, it was just really bad.
Did you see the gunman?
Yeah.
Was he covered in a mask?
No.
So you could see his face?
No, I couldn't, but like I could see like the side of his head.
We are being asked as well to ask you, was he a student?
He was, I believe, well, one of the gunmen that was in the room with us, there was one of them in there with us. He was a past student. We all believe. We haven't seen him ever in the school before. He looked in his 20s.
Now, you're saying one of the gunmen. Did you see more than one?
I saw one that was chasing a teacher out that actually got shot, and then there was one that got arrested in our line as we got patted down.
So you did see 2 gunmen with guns?
Yeah.
And what did you all do when you saw that there were 2? Did you split? Was there any kind of corralling that took place?
It was when the cops brought us over to search us down. They found the gun on him, and they arrested him right there. He didn't do anything. He was cool. He was just in the room with us with his and didn't shoot any, but he was just like sitting there like a normal kid.
Tate, I know you've been reunited with your mother over here. Obviously, your family very worried about you. I know this has been a horrible experience for you. How are you feeling?
Really bad.
Well, I appreciate you talking with us. We wish you all the best, and thank you again, Tate, very much. We're very glad you're